It's easy to set a young heart on the run, to see it crashing out the sky, falling one by one.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between? How are y'all doing today? Hopefully you enjoyed that new little intro I did. I'm going to start spicing things up instead of it being a little stale. So before we start this video, I just wanted to say this real quickly. Please do not harass anybody. It is not right, but giving criticism to people and telling them how they can improve how they do certain things is pretty much the legit way I would approve you to go that way. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive right into the video. So about 3 years ago, a Reddit post was made by Marty Stratton. And if you have no idea who Marty Stratton is an executive producer and game director for ID Software. Now, a lot of you may be asking, Gar, why are you even talking this? What's going on? So I just want to set the stage for everything. This is Patient Zero. This is where it all started, okay? Doom Eternal original soundtrack open letter. An open letter to the incredible Doom community. Over the past couple weeks, I've seen lots of discussion centered around the release of Doom Eternal original game soundtrack. While many fans like the OST, there is speculation and criticism around the fact that the game's talented and popular composer, Mick Gordon, edited and mixed only 12 of the 59 tracks on the OST, the remainder being edited by our lead audio designer here at ID. Some have suggested that we've been careless with or disrespectful of the game's music. Others have speculated that Mick wasn't given any of the time or creative freedom to deliver something different or better. The fact is, none of that is true. What has become unacceptable to me are the direct and personal attacks on our lead audio designer. So when that post was made, a lot of people went after Mick Gordon and harassed him, okay? I am talking about they've made phone calls to him personally, made death threats to this man, have called his employers that he works in order to make a living for himself just to get him, well, essentially, I should say, canceled. So fast forward to about November 9th, Mick Gordon had enough. He came out with a long post. I mean, I am seeing receipts of actually going against what Marty said about Mick. And I kid you not, I looked over all of this information and I tried to, how could I explain this? Tried to put it in a video for you guys, but I'm telling you right now, there is so much information on this, there is no way I could even possibly do it within even a fraction of an hour with all this information and all the receipts from Mick. So Mick, unlike Marty, did an excellent job in this. And I'm telling you right now that he actually did some points of notes for people to understand easy and just like, oh, easy digest, okay? My response is lengthy and detailed to prevent vague statements from turning into rumors and speculation. 2. The statement is a direct response to Marty's false accusations, and I will not name anyone outside those mentioned in his open letter. Privacy, and this one's a big one, which I really respect Mick for doing. Privacy. To maintain the anonymity of others, I have used collective nouns such as management, ID Software, and Bethesda to distinguish conversations between different teams. However, collective nouns should not be interpreted as a general attack on any group as a whole. This statement does not reflect the overwhelming positive, successful relationship I've had with many people and studios under the ZeniMax umbrella. The games I worked on and the people behind them all remain dear to my heart. So from what I'm reading throughout this whole thing, I'm starting to lean towards Mick's side right now. And I'm going to tell you exactly why, because I've read through this whole thing, kind of digested it, went over a couple days, thought about it, read it again, and I'm starting to lean towards Mick's side. And this is not going to be another Helen Taylor situation. Everybody was there for that one when I screwed up. Remember that, guys? Now, unlike Helen Taylor, which I was a dumbass, I should not have believed her, Mick here came with, like, all the receipts. Like, I kid you not. Like, it's making me lean towards him. Like, I'm going to say again. because he's showing all the mismanagement with scheduling, payments too, which he really needs in order to survive. He mentions like things like how he had to pay out of pocket in order to get tracks done, or things like how Marty was threatening him, or saying that basically you could take this deal and we'll give you 6 figures for a gag order. And mind you, if you know you're in the right, never ever take that gag order unless you're just like, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna move on and just take the money. But like I said, don't take that money because it's a trap. So I know a lot of information was left out because if I even tried to attempt this would be like maybe 2 or 3 hour long video. But as it stands right now, and I also will leave a link to, well, Mick's blog, to where you can see everything and see like, oh wow, that's a lot, and you see why. But as it stands right now, I'm kind of siding with Mick right now because he has all the receipts, and it's really starting to look like Mick may be the victim here in this situation due to management of Marty. Well, Marty not doing his job. So after 7 days after Mick made his little post on his blog about what happened, guess who finally came out on November 16th and decided to open their mouth and and try to coil the harassment that Marty's getting and all that type of stuff. You ready for this one? So Bethesda finally decided to come out of their little hole and post on Twitter with this, well, pretty aggressive post. I'm going to say that real quickly. The recent post by Mick Gordon both mischaracterized and misrepresented the team at ID Software. The development of Doom Eternal, Marty Stratton, and Chad Mossholder, I think that's how you say his name right, with a one-sided and unjust account of irreparable professional relationship. I'm going to tell you the reason why the couple sentences that were right there kind of irks the shit out of me in this type of situation. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? The reason why it irks the shit out of me is because Mick went out of his way to make sure not to like name specific people at ID Software. No, he just named some of the bad actors that were there that, did the things that they did, and he was not really happy about it. And he tried to make it work with everybody. But no. What Bethesda's trying to do here is trying to protect Marty Stratton in this situation. I'm not going to blame Chad because you know what? Chad was given a job to do, and well, Chad did it. So unfortunately, this keeps going. We are aware of all the details and history in this matter and unequivocally support Marty, Chad, and the team at ID Software. Yeah, Bethesda, sure. With your track record, especially how Fallout 76 was, I don't trust you people at all. We reject the distortion of the truth and selective presentation of incomplete facts. We stand ready with full and complete documented evidence to disclose in an appropriate venue as needed. So Bethesda, I got a question for you that needs answering ASAP, okay? Why aren't you putting that evidence out right now? Because this is a serious issue right now, okay? We're talking about you screwed a human being over for cutting their pay in half for double the work that they did that you guys were supposed to pay them. But no, you're going to come out here and make this sorry ass posting. Let's continue. The statements posted online have incited harassment and threats of violence against Marty, Chad, and the ID Software team. Any threats or harassments directed towards members of our teams will be met with swift and appropriate action to protect their health and safety. We remain incredibly proud of ID's previous collaborations with Mick Gordon and ask that fans refrain from reaching conclusions based on his account and, more importantly, from attacking any of the individuals mentioned on either side, including Marty, Chad, or Mick. I just find it so funny for Bethesda finally deciding to come out and try to quell the harassment that's going on right now. Even though 3 years ago, Marty himself came out with a posted to Reddit slandering Mick, okay? But now Bethesda is like, oh crap, he's got receipts. This isn't just trash talking or something. He's got receipts to prove it. So then they scrambled whatever the hell this was. I mean, honestly, this posting, and tried to quell the harassment and tried to make themselves look good. Bethesda, I really have a question on your quality control. I mean, it looks better. It already looks pretty bad on the Fallout series with all the bugs and stuff. But if this is your quality control and how you treat your employees, you've got some serious problems. And I'm not just talking about Todd Howard, too. Because all I have to say right now, and a lot of this is just receipts and proof, and like I said, I'm leaning towards Mick. If what Mick has is true, a lot of the people in your guys' company right now need to be gatekept from the gaming industry. Because people like, well, from what it is explained with Marty in the proof, he needs to be gatekept from the gaming community. I'm sorry to say that, but people like Marty, and from what the proof shows, makes me sick. But you know what, though? We never really know what's going to happen, to be honest. Maybe the next day, Bethesda just comes out with all the receipts disproving everything that Mick has said, and it's just going to be a complete another mess, so... But anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. And if you guys want more of this type of content, please hit that big red subscribe button. It lets me know that you guys want more of this type of videos. And, you know, it lets me know. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.